everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So what the hell is going on with Carson Wentz? I can't believe it. This is crazy stuff. I don't know what to make of it, but I wanted to come on here. I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to see what you guys thought about what's going on. To me, I think the Eagles are looking for a way to shut Carson Wentz down for the year. I really think that's what's going on. So what do you guys think? Wilson Breckenridge, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? What's going down? What's going on? Ryan, what's up? Big Country says, I agree. What's up? Pat, yo, Dingbat, what's up? I think the Eagles want to shut him down because I think that basically, I think that he's not healthy. This devalues that game badly. It does. Now, if Nick Foles comes in and somehow Nick Foles beats the Rams, we got a full-blown quarterback controversy that we're going to have to deal with all year. So what's going on, guys? Big Country, he says, I believe he's injured, but there's more to this. Yeah, I agree. Eagles forever, what's up, buddy? The Eagles will be okay. Let Carson get fully healthy back next year. Agreed. Nick Foles is taking the Eagles to the Super Bowl again? I don't know about that. Dan says, stop playing hurt players. Yeah. Seems like your Eagles are quitting on the season, bro. Maybe. I mean, it depends. I mean, he's had back problems since October. And that's kind of when he started struggling. And you got to wonder, maybe his back is hurt. Maybe that's why he's struggling. Abraham, what's up, buddy? Is this true or is this happening just kept so he can let the ACL rest? I don't know. I don't know. He's overrated? No, I don't think he's overrated. I mean, I think he struggled this year, no doubt about it. But this is a guy that still has 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, over 3,000 yards, 102 point something quarterback rating. I mean, for as bad as we complain or people complain about him, his numbers are not that bad. If Nick wins this game, do we have it? Yeah, Tyler. If Nick wins this game, we have a quarterback controversy. Absolutely. King Moore says, who cares at this point? I'd rather him be better next year because the year's over. Yeah, I hear you. Jay says, if Foles beats the Rams and their Texans, then I think he should be the starter next year. I think Foles is going no matter what. I don't think Foles will be the starter next year. Jonathan, what happened to him is he's having chronic back pain. He's had back spasms and it's lingering. Now he's not ruled out of this game. People are assuming that he's out for the year and all this stuff. He is not out. He's not ruled out. I think what's happening is if the Eagles lose to the Rams, they may just shut him down because you only have 2 games at that point. What's the point in playing him? So I think if Carson plays again, it'll determine if they win the Rams game. Legend Killer, what's up, buddy? Dan says it's Doug's fault. Doug, I have a lot of questions. Bowen says, Wentz is the next RG3? No, not at all. Not at all. I don't understand how you can say that. Even watching Carson this year and him struggling, he's still better than over half the quarterbacks out there. I think Nate Sudfeld could play. I think Nate Sudfeld could actually play if the Eagles lose to the Rams. Fire Doug Dan? No. Kivo, what's up, buddy? Here comes Nick Folian. Yeah, we'll see what Nick does. I think if let's say Foles goes out, they lose the Rams, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Sudfeld play the last game of the year. Yeah, Wentz should rest up. Let's see that new hairstyle. You want to see the hair? Look at this. Look at that bad boy. I am bald. He's scared of the Rams. He ain't scared of Rams. He tore the Rams up. Carson tore the Rams up on one leg. Eggnog, yo, I gotta get some. I'm out of eggnog. I think Foles saves our ass. I don't know. Philly, I think it's a phantom fake injury. There's not really a reason to go win any more games we're going to play for draft. Yeah, I mean, it could be. There's something else going on. I think, I don't think it's because they want to see what Nick Foles has or anything. I think they don't want Carson to get hurt. Honestly. So St. Nick is going to play. Super Bowl MVP, my friend. What's Super Bowl MVP on the bench? Well, Foles was on the bench all year. I don't think we resigned Tate. No. 3,500. What position should the Eagles draft in the first round? I think you have to go either offensive line, receiver, or running back. I would go offensive. The Foles dummies get their chance. There's a lot of people hoping that Foles will come in, he will tear the Rams up, and then Foles will be given the franchise. that is not going to happen. He may win, but he ain't going to be the franchise quarterback next year. I think bad mechanics due to this knee cause back issues, brother. Yeah. Well, I'll say this. A lot of times when you have an injury, like a knee injury, you'll get other injuries because you overcompensate. It's possible he could hurt his back because he's overcompensating on that knee. Desert Eagle, my man, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Carson's a superstar. Protect him and let MVP. Yeah, I agree, Paul Toy. Foles will spread it around. We'll see. We'll see. Are you always going to have a quarterback controversy? Well, I don't think Foles will be here next year. So we got 131 people in the chat. Thank you for being here. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for coming. I appreciate all you guys coming here. They are protecting Wentz from the Rams, Donald Sue. We'll see. Last Jedi, what's up, buddy? It's a shame some Eagle fans are calling me a snake. I hope they are not joking, but why are they calling you a snake? The Last Dragon, good afternoon to you, buddy. We need secondary in the draft. We got Jay, and we could sign offensive linemen. We don't have Jay. Jay is gone after this year. Fly Eagles fly. Desi, what's up, buddy? Dallas still stinks, of course. Philly 500, love. Thank you, big country. I think the Eagles should draft Benny Snell Jr., the running back out of Kentucky. Yeah, a lot of people like him. I need to see more. I'm not ready to start throwing names out. I need to go look at some of these guys. We need a running back like the Cowboys and Giants. Foles won't be here next year. Nate will be the backup. Absolutely. Goose76, what's up? Cowboys run the East. Cowboys run it right now. Everybody's overreacting. Nick Foles will be the starting quarterback next year no matter what he does. Now in Philly, we'll need a great game plan. O-line, everybody step up. Yeah, you're gonna have to step up this game. Philly's a great dude. I see him on Mark's channel, Mark Holmes' channel. No, I watch it. Thank you, Mark Croc. Thank you, buddy. Is there a way Sixers lose tonight without Butler? Is there a way they lose? They could lose. You think Foles will be here if we win the divisional championship? If we went to the divisional championship under Foles, I think so. I think if Foles got us to the championship game and was really, really hot, then you're gonna have a problem. Quarterback controversy. Give me some information on this Boston guy we signed off the Saints. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. Is his stream up? What do you mean? I'm okay with Nick. I wanted Nick to start the whole season, honestly. Let Carson get his rest. Oh, you're going to get your chance. I mean, I like Nick Foles. To me, Nick Foles is not Carson Wentz. Nothing like Carson. But hey, it is what it is. Markel Foles is a lousy prophet. Okay. Robert, what's up, buddy? Now it's time to run the ball. Yeah, you got to run the ball. What's up, Philly 500? Last time I asked about your haircut video. Thank you, Mr. Saints. Show the beautiful head again. There you go. All this because of a bet. Can you believe it? And the sad thing is, it was my idea. It was my idea. Carson get enough runs that he beat my Cowboys. We'll see. I'll laugh if Carson plays. I mentioned since the beginning of the season. Yeah, well, I wanted Foles to play until Carson was ready, but I'm not going to lie. I want Carson out there. It definitely, the knee is definitely not where it needs to be. Foles wants Super Bowl. How is he not Wentz? How is he not Wentz? Foles won 2 games. Foles also struggled all 4 preseason games and the first 2 games of the year. Teams adjusted to that RPO. You can't tell me that Nick Foles is more talented than Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz is younger. I love Nick Foles. I hate having to have this whole battle. But no, Carson's the future. Jared, what's up, buddy? It's not Carson's fault our defense is depleted. Foles can match his play, though. Please don't sleep. We'll see. You like those rumors about Darby getting a 1-year prove-it deal? Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that. I like Scott. He's a good backup, I thought. Well, we're gonna need a running game this week. Grow some balls and play. Country boy, who? Philly Eagles need the corner. Their corner in this draft are very solid, and if you chance, take one of them the first. I would go. It depends who's there. I got to see who's there. The reason why I want Nick Foles to start the whole season had nothing to do with talent. I was just thinking what was best for Carson. Yeah, well, I understand that. You want him to come back healthy. Clearly, I mean, just by the way he doesn't run, you know he doesn't trust that knee. I think that's apparent. And I think next year, I think Carson will be, he'll be moving a lot more. He won't have that knee brace on. Don't send Nick where he can hurt us in the NFC. He'll be a free agent. You know what I mean? Should have left Foles in the whole year. Now look us, no playoffs as Wentz is still a bum knee. Here you go, Banner. There you go. Carson, I might as well just keep this thing off. He hasn't been healthy since Tennessee. Well, let's see. I thought it might have been Tennessee. He got banged up right before that bye week, I think, and he hasn't been the same since. We were playing for a draft spot. True. Jag's going to get Foles. We'll see. Now, the thing is, if Foles comes out and plays bad, and then he gets nothing on the open market, the Eagles won't get a good compensatory pick for him. Just send Foles to bed. Well, Foles will be a free agent. They're going to cut him, I think. Or they may trade him. I guess they could trade him. What position should we worry about the most in all season? I think the offensive line, and I think you need weapons. I'm honestly hoping Sudfeld plays. Foles is good, but time to think about our future. I think if they lose the Rams game, they may go ahead and do that, Carson Wentz might not be the future if he keeps getting serious injuries. I don't think this injury with the back is serious. I think it's an excuse to shut him down. That's what I really think. Mayday says, what's up, Philly? Carson's been hurt all season. This explains why he's been playing bad. Yeah. Well, if his back is hurt, it explains why all of a sudden, after the bye, he was struggling, why his mechanics were off, why he's missing balls. Because when he first came back against Tennessee, against all those teams, he had over 115 passer rating every game. He was playing pretty good. I mean, he had a few hiccups in that Carolina and that last drive and things like that. But for the most part, he was playing good. Jose says, put Carson on the IR. Yeah. What kind of deals for the Eagles make for Carson? What kind of deals for the Eagles make for Carson? What do you mean, Tyler? Like to trade him? I want Dallas to get Foles. Carson will be better next year. Look, I mean, like I said, the guy's got 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, over 3,000 yards, 102 quarterback rating. How bad? People act like he was trash. He was not trash. He was not RG3. I think everybody is underestimating that the Texans are going to Philly and the Eagles actually have a chance. The Eagles do have a chance to win that game, yeah. Only people we blame is Jason Peters. Philly ain't loyal to Foles. One bad game, everyone wants to trade or bench him. I wanted to trade Foles after the Super Bowl, to be honest. This is the best way to save Carson for the long term, Joseph says. Eagles let Carson rest. Carson will have a full offseason to recover and key additions. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Philly 500, what happens if Foles takes you guys to the playoffs, deep in the playoffs? Will you start Foles next season? Me, personally, I would not. But I think that if Foles took us deep in the playoffs, let's say NFC Championship game, all those things, he's tearing up. Yeah, I think you got a controversy, and it wouldn't surprise me. Anything can happen at that point. The reason I say that I can't hold up on that side note, I don't know, what do you mean? As a Cowboy fan, Wentz will be MVP form next year. Scared for a Cowboy fan. Yeah, I think so, Mark. I mean, I think the knees definitely bother him. Why do you like Wentz so much? He has one good season, but that's all we have seen out of him. Jay, first of all, you can't base a rookie season and you can't hold it against a guy. I never hold a rookie season against a quarterback. It's always about the progression from year 1 to year 2, from year 2 to year 3. So from year 1, I don't hold it against him. Year 2, the guy has an MVP season. Year 3, he's coming back from an injury. So it's hard for me to hold things against him this year coming back from an injury. I don't hold his rookie year. Now, if he comes out and plays like this next year, we got a problem. But I think Carson's one of the best young, talented quarterbacks in the NFL. I think that a lot of people are just really too hard on him. I just hope we didn't permanently damage Wentz's knee by putting him in. No, I don't think they did. I hope we keep Tate Hicks. I also like Rasul. I hope he starts to. I want Rasul Douglas at safety. Dan, I love you too, buddy. You're the best Eagles. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Carson is Philadelphia, but we have the dual threat and Nicky. Just don't like how disrespected he has won us. Oh, I don't know anybody disrespecting Nick Foles. I really don't. I mean, everybody loves Nick Foles. I love what Nick Foles did, but I still don't think Nick Foles is better than Carson. I hope Carson walk into him. Wentz gets back to MVP. He will. He will. He may come back this year. If somehow they beat the Rams, and let's say it's a close game, Nick doesn't play that great, he may play. I think that Carson comes back if the Eagles have a chance to the playoffs. I think if they lose to the Rams and they're kind of out of it, I think they sit him. I think the Eagles are waiting to see what happens against the Rams. Mark Primetime, thank you, buddy. Peyton Manning was awful his first year, so you are correct. You can't judge someone in his first year. Look at Jared Goff's first year. I said Foles is the next Brady. We need to trade Wentz. David, I couldn't disagree with you more. I don't think Nick Foles is Tom Brady. And I would not trade Carson Wentz. Yeah, maybe he does need time to heal. There's an Eagle. Even elite quarterbacks had bad rookie seasons. The whole team wasn't that good. It was a rookie year. But look at the second year. Look at Jared Goff. You know how many people said Jared Goff is a bust? I mean, you don't know how guys are going to do. It's about the progression. The problem with this year is we don't know what to judge Carson on in terms of injury, in terms of the bad line play, no running back. There's so many things going on. I think next year, if Carson plays the way he played this year, there's a problem. There's a problem, and I'll be first to admit it. But you got to give him that opportunity. What's going to happen with Bell? Any ideas? I think Le'Veon Bell is going to go in the open market, and I think the Eagles are going to go after him. Mr. Satan said, Wentz will be top 5 quarterback when healthy. And yeah, I agree. Foles will throw 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, then Wentz's job will be in danger. No hate, just saying. Against the Rams, he's going to throw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hey, I hope he does. I don't want the quarterback controversy, but I want to win. I want to get to the playoffs. And if Nick could get that done, I'm going to be rooting for him. Could the Eagles get 2 first-rounders for Wentz? Yeah, I think they probably could. Who do you think the Eagles should get with the first 3 picks? Also, Carl Joseph for a 7th. I don't know what players, but I would focus on running back, offensive line, wide receiver. You need a speed threat. Those are my 3 priorities. And then you got to worry about defense. You need a corner. You need another safety. You need a pass rusher. But I would focus on offense. Carson Lee or Sean Wentz? Give me a Carson Wentz. If Carson gets hurt next year again, do we give him a contract extension? That is a legitimate question. It depends what kind of injury. What are the odds we see Selfo get snaps? I think I'm going to say 50%. Knee brace Carson will be ready when he'll lose it. They said next year he doesn't have to wear the brace. Foles' value goes down at the end of season if he doesn't do good. Right, Twain. If Foles doesn't do good, that's going to kill us getting a compensatory pick for him. You may be right more, but I hope Dez stays with the Saints. We'll see. Foles is a better deep ball pass. That's what we need against the Rams. Yeah, but you need a deep ball threat. Who's your threat deep? They don't have anybody that runs it. Wallace isn't there. Hey, Philly, do you think the Eagles should go after Jalen Ramsey? Yeah, if Jalen Ramsey is available, I would definitely go after him. I love Jalen Ramsey. Don't think Le'Veon Bell is as good as he's seen because I think the Steelers' great O-line made him look better than he really is. Well, Jay, that may be true. I like him a lot, though. I think he can do a lot of things. Love the chemistry between Zachary and Carson, but my boy Shady needs more targets. Yeah, well, I think Carson's staring Ertz down a lot. He stares him down a lot. And that's due with bad mechanics. That's due with trying to get rid of the ball quick because you're worried about the rush. The reason Carson worries about the rush so much, think about it. He can't run. He's not moving. He's not mobile like he used to. Usually he would run. Now he's sitting there and he sees the rush coming. He's trying to get rid of the ball. And that creates quick throws, bad passes, looking at one guy. And, just a lot of problems. It's a shame it's Nelson as he potential to be deep that years back, but they don't use him that way. That's what I don't understand. Jalen Ramsey traded Eagles Nick Foles for 4th round pick. Would they do that? I would do it. So why didn't they keep him out in the beginning of the season? Who, Robert? Carson? Do you think Ertz is an underrated player? I think Ertz is the best tight end in the league. Nothing will change Wentz as a starter, even if Foles went in North. Foles is going to probably be gone. Legend Killer says, better play calling, good O-line play, running game, and Wentz would have been close to MVP candidate this year. Even having been injured, plus we would have been at least 11-10-3. Yeah, you might be right. Especially that line play. That line play needed to be on point because the fact of the matter is, Carson's not running like he did. Wentz isn't hurt, they're just making things up. And why are they making things up? Because they really want to play Nick Foles? You think that's why? Wentz been hurt every year? Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, this year, I think the situation this year, I think it's a lot like Embiid. If you remember Embiid a few years back where they sat him out for the year because he had bad back, it's the same thing. I think they're looking for reason to shut Carson down. Crazy Kid, what's up, buddy? Foles the GOAT, says Locks. We'll see. Foles is going to have to go in and beat the Rams. And what's going to happen is you're going to get all the anti-Foles people. If Foles does bad, they're going to come in and trash him. And then, I'm caught in the middle because I like Foles, I like Carson, I like them both. I want both to do good. I honestly think we should have just sat Wentz till doctors say he was 100%. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Wentz has more confidence in Aguilar over Golden. It's nuts to me how Mike Groh can't integrate and former number one receiver from the Lions. Yeah, well, you know what, Truvette, and I think part of the problem, is Groh, is the offensive line, is the running game, is all these things that are going up against Carson trying to come back from a knee injury. Read between the lines, Foles will get hot on that cut. You think so? You're going to get hot against the Rams? I hope so. You're right, when it comes to trade value, Foles right after the Super Bowl, I thought would have been the best. Me too. Maybe we'll trade Foles to the Bills for a second. I don't think the Bills are going to want a quarterback. They just drafted that other kid. The Rams might beat us worse than the Saints. The Rams are coming off a loss, so they're going to be pissed off. Truvette, thanks for replying, bro. You have the best. Thank you, Truvette. Bring back John D. What do you think about Deuce being the new offensive coordinator? I mean, I wanted Deuce to get it last year. I didn't want to give it to Groh. I wanted Deuce. I was hoping they would bring back DiFilippo, but apparently they don't want to. If Foles leaves, should we draft a quarterback as a backup and someone to groom if Wentz injury prone? I think they got Sudfeld. I think they like Sudfeld as that. With Doug and his pride, he probably won't release Mike Groh. Yeah, you might be right. Poor Wentz, what's good, Philly? Simon, what's up, buddy? How you? Thank you for coming, buddy. Sorry that you were blocked. You think guys made a mistake by trading for Tate? No, I don't. I mean, you had to make a move. It's just that they don't use him right. Raptor says, most of my friends say Peterson is trash, but they understand there's a lot of problems. Yeah, there are a lot of problems. Twain Eagle says, Zentos. We should lose out and get a decent pick in the draft. Well, they might lose the Rams. I mean, that's a hard game. Then you got the Texans. They could lose the next two games. You think Sudfeld will be a viable backup in the future? Yeah, I do. I mean, they think he will be, so why not? We should fire a strength and conditioning coach. Also, do the Eagles always rush players back? Hicks rushed toward Achilles last year. Rush Sproles, Wentz. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it seems like we always have a lot of injuries, doesn't it? We always have ACL injuries. We always have knee injuries. We always have a lot of injuries. I wonder what's going on. Why the freak are we not getting John? I don't know why they don't want him back, Thomas. There was too many quarterbacks in this draft. Foles' market value will be highest after this year. If he plays good. If he goes out and he stinks it up against the Rams, that's going to hurt us. We need Andy Reid back in Dawkins, defensive coach. I love it. Just got here. Has Wentz been hurt again? Well, he's dealing with a back injury. He's been dealing with this back injury since October. He had spasms and things like that. So there's a chance he might not play this week. And if he doesn't play this week and the Eagles lose and they're pretty much out of it, you're going to see the Eagles shut him down. So a lot of people are taking this to mean Wentz is hurt, he's out for the year, it's done, he got hurt again. That's not what happened. He's hurt, he may not play because of his back and he's not practicing. Now, if they lose and they're out of it, they may just shut him down to keep him healthy. It's not like he's super hurt and that's it, at least from what I've seen. Fire medical staff, yeah, Twain, absolutely. For some reason, I see the Eagles beating the Rams. Mr. Saints, that would be awesome. Wentz has a bruised vulva, that's all. A bruised vulva? Is that what it is, a vulva? Sounds like a car. You and Fedku should have a live call-in, and, oh, I know, we should. We talked about that. That would be fun. Rams just lost. They're going to be pissed. Yeah, the Rams are going to be real pissed. Wentz will bounce back in 29, 44 touchdowns. Eagles Nation, I love it. My Cowboys family, what's up, buddy? Good job in honoring your bet. Show us fans your head. Oh, yeah, I've showed it a couple times. There it is, in its glory. Disgusting. I'm curious to see how Foles plays with our wide receivers now healthy. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to be rooting for Foles. Vulva is lady parts. See, no, Eagles Nation, maybe not that good, but he'll bounce back. He'll be bounced back. John Briscoe, love you too. My Cowboy, thanks, brother. No problem. We need a stud offensive lineman, period. First priority, every good team we ever had guys like, yeah, you got to have a good line. Absolutely. And Wentz has taken a beating this year. Miguel says, although I feel like you are a bit Wentz biased, Wentz is a good quarterback that can be a franchise quarterback. But the Eagles do need to change in coaching, play call, predictable, bad calls, no aggression when needed. Yeah, I mean, look, I make no bones about it. I'm a Wentz guy. I believe in Wentz. I fully believe that he's a franchise quarterback. I believe he's an elite franchise quarterback. And I believe he'll be the quarterback for the Eagles for 10 years. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. But that's what I believe. And so I got his back. Sorry about the Eagles this year. Now you can root for the Titans. I don't. I only root for one team. Do you want Matthews to stay on the Eagles? No. A power back who can block. We need a back, man. You don't want Foles to ball out. You'll need that. You don't need that. I do want Foles to win. I do. I can't watch the Eagles on Sunday and say, oh, I don't want Nick Foles to do good because of Carson. I don't want that. I want Nick Foles to go out and be good. I want him to win. We need cowbell. Yeah, we do. I want Wentz to be healthy and actually be 100% next year. Yeah, 2017. Me too, man. Nice cut, Philly. A lot of your Eagle fans had to play some crazy bets this week. Yeah, I know. We had some big bets this week. All the hits Wentz took, I was just happy he made it through the year with no... Yeah, I know. Could have been worse. Philly, we winning it all now. You want Philly? All right, Philly. I'm not gonna complain if we win it all. I'm always gonna root for the Eagles. I don't care who's dressed up. When you put on that uniform, I'm rooting for you. The timing looks terrible. What's that, Mr. Minchin? Would you like to draft Bryce Love? He's really good. Possibly. I really haven't decided and pinpointed guys yet. I'll do my whole draft stuff as things, get later. Wentz need to work on his deep passes. He can't just keep throwing short ones to Zach all the time. Yeah, Eagles Nation, but there's a lot of stuff going on with that, There's a lot of stuff. Who do you want to draft? I personally want Devon. I don't have anybody specifically right now. I don't know why they're not bringing in DeFilippo, Michael Gregory. I don't know. Mac Hollins, there was thought that he might come back. Doesn't look like it's happening. It is what it is. Do you think Wentz is scared to play Rams again? No, I do not. I think Wentz has a minor... Here's my theory. Wentz has a minor injury, and the Eagles are saying, we're going to go play the Rams, the best team. We may not win. Let's sit him out this week. If we win, we'll bring him back. If not, we're gonna shut him down for a year. I think the Eagles want to shut him down because I don't think they want him to get hurt at the end of the year. Dan says Eagles will miss the playoffs. It looks like it. Yeah, we need a wide receiver vertical threat. Absolutely. Benny Snell Jr. running back Kentucky in fourth. A lot of people like him, Maryland Eagle. Cody, what's up, buddy? Fletcher Cox, first team Pro Bowler? Yes. The timing looks like they're blaming giving up on the season. Do you think he sits half we won the games on Sunday? No, I think, look, if we win on Sunday and it looks like we can make the playoffs, I think Wentz comes back and plays. If they lose to the Rams, I think Wentz sits out the year. I think they're going to wait and see if we have a chance. If we don't have a chance because we lost and Minnesota won, I think that they're gonna sit Wentz out. But if they win and somehow beat the Rams and it looks like they can get in the playoffs, I think you see Wentz again. Looking back, you guys really need Amari Cooper. Oh yeah, Amari Cooper's been great, and I did videos on Amari Cooper. Philly 37, Deshaun Jackson. They needed Deshaun Jackson. Thoughts on Rasul Douglas? My thoughts on Rasul Douglas is Rasul Douglas should be a safety. I think he could be a Pro Bowl safety in this league. I've been saying it. You've seen it the other night by the way he had the interception, by some of the tackles. I think Rasul Douglas is a natural safety in this league. Who did you vote for in this year's Pro Bowl? You like which like every person, every lineup. You mean maybe Eagles are thinking of getting a top offensive coordinator? They need one. Cooper was playing against fourth string corners. That's true. How many games Dak missed? I don't think Dak's missed any, has he? I think they sat Wentz for performance and used injury as a scapegoat. The only I don't think so. I mean, he struggled. He didn't play good against Dallas, but at the end he did. Remember the end he had 3 touchdowns and 2 drives. They called one back, but the Eagles went down. He scored. He got them back in it, and he was never given a chance to win it in overtime. So I don't think it's performance related. I think it's injury related. I don't think they think he's healthy, and I think that they want to shut him down for that. Is this scripted Philly? Why is hurt this week? Wait, what? It is scripted Philly. Why is he hurt this week to the team who injured him last year? I just think I don't think that the fact that he's not playing against the Rams is because it's the Rams. Is Darby coming back? I don't know. Is it true that Eagles are going hardcore for DeMarcus Lawrence? I've heard nothing about that. Do you keep Sidney Jones? You got to keep Sidney Jones. You got to remember, Sidney Jones, in a lot of ways, this is his rookie year. Who's better, Cooper or Tate? I would say Cooper. No, you have to go with Cooper. I'm thinking about picking up Foles. I'm in fantasy football playoffs. I have Rodgers going against the Bears, which I don't like. You think be good? I don't think it would be a bad move at all. I mean, technically, Foles has not been named the starter. We don't know. We got to have the most injury. Oh, we have the most injury, especially the last 2 years. Cooper's 24, Tate's 31. Yeah. If Saints win Monday Night Football, we will win out. But if the Rams will get the number 1 seed if we lose. Yeah. Love the best. Thank you, Robert. It's all psychological. They don't want Carson out there trying to kill himself to win game. I think that's part of it. Yeah, I think so. I think they want to go in the offseason. They want to have him healthy. They want him practicing. They want him working out with the team. They want him there. They want him to get his knee brace off. And I think that they have no problem shutting him down. If they don't think they're getting the playoffs, I think they're going to shut him down. What would we do with Peters, Jernigan? They both played $10 million. You gotta get rid of Peters. I think we should start Sudfeld, Luke says. I think that this week they start Foles. If they lose to the Rams and they're out of it, I think you see Sudfeld. Okay? If Foles wins, okay, and let's say it's not somewhere where he throws 5 touchdowns and goes off, but let's say they just win a close, tough game and the Eagles have a chance at the playoffs, I think you'll see Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz will come back in Terminator mode. 29 prediction 14. I love it, Eagles Nation. This is when Nick Foles stepped up last year. Oh, yeah, a few more weeks, but yeah. You're a physical therapist. Just call them, go check on them, and tell them to get their heads straight. Sidney has a body type of a superstar corner, but plays like ass. Needs a better coach. He needs coaching. He needs time. We will whip the Colts Sunday like their stepdaddy should have. Colts are tough, man. They can score points. I'm almost okay with starting Foles this week. What do we have to lose? Yeah, I don't want Carson playing if he's hurt. Here's our injuries. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, offensive line, defensive line, linebacker, quarterback, safety. Every position bar, kicker, and punter. No one talks about it. Yeah, we got a lot of injuries. How much can the Eagles write off this season to Wentz injury and killer schedule? Not just Wentz's injury. You have a lot of injuries. Dallas will definitely lose in the first round. We will see. I'm a Foles believer and a fan wanted him. I don't think it's fair to Carson. I'm not a Foles believer. All the fans want him. A lot of fans want him. It's very split, right? So when Carson does bad, you get all the Foles people going. See, Nick should be the starter. Then when Nick does bad, which happened earlier in the year, then you get all the Carson people going. How could they want this guy to start over Carson? I'm in between because I like both guys, But Carson to me is the better quarterback. Philly Howie would be stupid not to throw money Bell's way. You got to throw it, Mike. My friend Frankie says he loves King. Thank you, Kelly Green Wings. Tell Frank thank you. Well, people got what they wanted. St. Nick is back. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Cowboys are going all the way with them hopping. We'll see, Simon. I have a tissue for you guys in Philly, straight from Texas, Arlington. You losers fly, Cowboys fly. When you win a Super Bowl, within like a 5-year range, then we can talk. But it's been what, like 30 years? Most of you guys haven't even seen a Super Bowl. Ever. Do you think the Eagles will sign Golden Tate for next year? I say no. Philly should never shove Dallas Goddard up our ass. You all could have had picked a lot of other areas. I like Dallas Goddard. What game the Eagles lost do you think hurt the most? For me, it's the Panthers game, especially since I live in North Carolina. That Panthers game we shouldn't have lost. That was a 4th and 10. Never should happen. Then a 4th and 15. You have a 3-point lead in overtime against Tennessee. It's 4th and 15, and you let them convert, and you let them go and score a touchdown. Then Carson gets blamed for them losing, even though he gave them the lead at the end of the game. That game pisses me off. I picked up Foles fans. Just good job, Ryan. The Titans, yeah. John Guy, it's still live. What is? Seahawks are terrible. They have the easiest schedule of it for any playoff team. They're going to the playoffs. When the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, you can do a live stream, Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, to Brokeback Mountain. There you go. Feels like we need to get a head start on the off season. We're busted up all over the roster. Le'Veon by any means necessary. Keep up. Thank you, Terrence. Seattle matchup for Dallas is the toughest because Russell Wilson knows Chris Richards' defensive tendencies. We'll see. Dallas. The thing with Dallas is, can they win on the road? That's what they're going to have to show. Thomas winning Super Bowl is never a fluke. It's not a fluke. Vikings lost. Hurt, bro. Yeah, Vikings lost. Really hurt. Goddard is a beast. We should have had him. Yeah, he is a beast. Super Bowl predictions. I had Chiefs and Rams, but Kareem Hunt abused her, and I said the video was bad. Now, Chiefs aren't good without him, so it might be Pats versus Rams. I'm going to say the Saints. I think the Saints are going to Super Bowl. I think the Saints are going to get the number 1 seed, and if you have to go play New Orleans in the playoffs, I think they go. I think the Saints going to go, and I'm going to say they play the Chiefs. If we win, why take out Foles? It depends how you win. If you win and Foles has 3 interceptions and throws for 150 yards, but you win despite him, you're going to take him out. If he throws 5 touchdowns and he's 30 or 35 for 425 yards and 4 or 5 touchdowns, it's a whole nother story. Philly says Wentz come back next year and he's terrible and the team does worse than this year. Would you consider if you had top 5 pick after quarterback? If Carson came back terrible next year, I would be very worried because at that point, you're past the injury and there's something else going on. Right now, I assume it's the injury, but yeah, I would be concerned if he came back bad last year. Do you keep a Jai? No, I do not keep a Jai. There's a post on Facebook of a current Cowboy cheerleader and 2 old cheerleaders from their last Super Bowl, the Golden Girls. Yeah, the Golden Girls. Eagle fans are always making excuses for the L's they be taking. Do I look like I make excuses? I took it like a man. Okay? Ain't no excuses here. Giants will be a team to watch next season. See, the problem with the Giants is, and I know that they're very excited about their win the other day, but they got a quarterback problem because Eli is older. And what are they going to do? They're going to have to win Super Bowl next year or it's over. If Foles light out 3 games, will there be? Yes. If he's lights out, there will be. John Hankins, AO 500. The Cowboys still stink, definitely. Dallas definitely giving the refs a long-term extension, yes. Green Forest, what's up, my man? Is hair growing back yet? No, it's not. Cowboys ain't winning the Super Bowl with trash Prescott, Matt says. Facts, just like take the L. I took the L. I took it. Giants need to get a quarterback. Eli's done. Yeah, well, I mean, I just don't think the Giants can win 2-3 years down the road with Eli. I want some eggnog, too. 5,500, who is better quarterback as this, Dak or Wentz? Wentz. I'll still say Wentz. Even injured, he's putting up better numbers. I still think Dak is a game manager. I don't think he does nearly as much as what Carson does. That's just my opinion. Give me Zeke Elliott on that team with Carson, and I'll show you a different Carson. You look great with the shaved head. Thank you, Conduct. At least we'll be in the first round. Yeah. Would you rather lose the Super Bowl by Dak fumbling the ball up to 2, and they lose by a late field goal to the Chiefs when trying around the clock or bootleg final 2 minutes? Eagles get into the playoffs. I'd rather Eagles get in the playoffs. I'd rather be in the playoffs. Young Animal, what's up, buddy? Hard to watch Dallas. I know. Bro, Wentz was terrible in the Cowboys game, but Dak was putting effort to be even worse. Well, Victor, he was terrible. Yeah, he didn't play good until the last 2 drives when the game was on the line And you had to have the score, right? In a clutch moment, Carson makes 2 drives, goes down and scores. People don't talk about that. They all say, oh, he can't win in clutch. Those were 2 clutch moments. The problem is they won the toss in overtime, and the defense didn't get the ball back. I'm a Sofa King. I'm Sofa King, a Cowboys fan. Well, what's up? You could be a Cowboys fan. It's all good. I want Bell. Yeah. If we make it to the playoffs, I think we will be dangerous. If we made it, we would have to be because we would have to be hot. Dak is better clutch in my opinion. I don't know. You give me give me Zeke Elliott. Foles is a better quarterback than Wentz. I disagree, Steve Jackson. Wentz is miles better than Dak. Any real football fan would agree. Is Peterson's job in jeopardy? No, it's not in jeopardy. As a Giants fan, I want the Giants to draft Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State with the offensive weapons we have. We need a mobile quarterback. Yeah, I think the Giants need a quarterback. Philly, if we win a Super Bowl, would you all still hate on us? Look, we're a rival. We're always gonna hate. It's healthy to hate your rival. You're supposed to hate your rival. Now, I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Giants. I don't like the Redskins. But I like their fans. I get along talking crap with the fans. It's fun. It's all in respect. Yeah, here, Thomas. Wentz is a bust. Come on, dude. I mean, I don't even know how to answer that. The guy's got 21 touchdowns. He's played 2 less games than everybody else. God, you give him 5 more games, he's going to throw 30 touchdowns. We're complaining about a guy that could have thrown 30 touchdowns this year and say he had a bad year. How bad can he be if 30 touchdown passes is a disappointing year? Dak's confidence never wavers, and it's almost mind-boggling. We'll see. Are you try playing with a knee injury and bad back? Yeah, Eagles choked themselves. Is Foles going to play? I think Foles probably will. Yeah, I think Foles will probably play. Bleed Blue says I like Foles too. Yeah, we need to finish with respect. We need to figure out how we can beat the Rams. The Giants won't draft Dwayne Haskins. If they win all the rest of their game, Haskins goes to Oakland. Fly Eagles fly. What up, 500? I see Browns win first Super Bowl before Dallas wins another one. I like it. We need to draft a running back. Yeah, I would like one of our second round picks on a running back. The guys don't like playing with Wentz. I don't know where did you come up with that, Andre? Jets are stupid for winning. Why don't they lose Bosa's top pick? Yeah, Bosa's awesome. Trade Wentz to the Giants for picks. We could get Carr. Why would you send him to the Giants? That would for years that would haunt us. He meant to say Wentz will bust a nut on everyone next year. Legend killer. There you go. We got David Irving coming back and Tavon Austin. Yeah, I mean, Dallas is set to make a little playoff run. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. Honestly, I'm not impressed with Dak at all. No, I'm not either. I don't think Tate will sign with us next year. I don't think so either. It explains the slow start. Back injuries cause for slow starts, especially with taller quarterbacks like Wentz. So how long has Wentz been playing with a bad back after bye week? Yeah, well, Brent, it was late October. They were saying he was not practicing because he had back spasms and things like that. So, or he was limited in practice. So he's been dealing with the back for a while. How bad? I don't know. I think Wentz should play against the Rams and get revenge from last year. Me too. I would love it. I mean, it's still possible. He's not officially out. What's up, Philly 500? I want to wish you an Merry Christmas. A Merry Christmas to you too. Oh, my goodness. Philly, in your opinion, should my Giants draft a quarterback or throw money at someone like Bridgewater? I think you should draft a quarterback. I think you should draft a quarterback. If you want to get a bridge quarterback like a Bridgewater, fine. Don't listen to all the ignorant Cowboy fans. ... We're not stupid. Got a lot of respect for you too. Thank you, BG. Tate is garbage, man. Tate is good, but our offensive coordinator is. And I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these comments. There's 200 people here. It's going quick. I was looking forward to seeing Wentz get revenge against us. Me too, brother love. Wentz was ruled out by the Eagles for week 15. Not ruled out. As the last I heard, he's not ruled out. They are fearful he's not going to play. Now, the reason why he may be out for years is because if the Eagles lose, let's say Minnesota wins and things like that, and the Eagles are pretty much mathematically or pretty much out of the playoffs, they're going to shut him down for the year. It's not because he's got this really bad injury. It's because they want to be safe. Okay, that's what people have to understand. If I take less to have fun in Philly. Yeah, man, I would like that legend killer. Dak was a monster in the fourth quarter and overtime. You all got Dak attacked. Carson was a monster too if you want to go that route. What? 3 touchdowns and 2 drives? He was ripping your so-called great defense apart. He was ripping them a new one. And late in the fourth quarter, Carson was. Carson, the guy struggling, he was ripping them apart. But you guys got the ball in overtime. Our defense couldn't stop you. The Friendly Neighborhood Blue, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Wentz is getting some of that Dak hate. Eagles will be better next year. Next year, Eagles versus Cowboys will be interesting. Hope for some good games like this year. The Friendly Neighborhood Blue, thank you, man. I appreciate the super chat. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. And I agree with you, man. I'm sorry, these are going really quick. Thanks so much for the super chat. Dak almost threw a pick 6 in overtime. Yeah, he just missed it. Did you see defensive play literally choked Wentz? Not in the fourth quarter. Jeremy Bramlett, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. So I think when Dak faces Carson, we haven't ever lost against you. Yeah, you lost one time. We destroyed you last year with them. But thank you for the super chat, Jeremy. I appreciate it. Jeremy and the Friendly Neighborhood, thank you guys so much for the super chat. Shout out to you guys. So did Carson go from questionable when Peterson did this press conference to out now? I haven't heard him officially ruled out. Unless the Eagles are doing it while I'm doing this video, he wasn't ruled out. But they were fearful. So you think John Gruden should be fired, ruin the Raiders? No. Hunter says, great videos, keep coming, talking. Thank you, buddy. Dr. Wasabi, do you like EP? Yes, I do. I think I like him. But Max says, I expect Wentz to be a little rusty in our teams because of injuries. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Dallas was a better team, my man. They beat us twice. They were better. Hey, Philly, how are you today? I'm all right. I don't know what's going on, but let's go, Eagles. Nick, you know what to do. Yeah, Nick, look, I love Carson. I love Nick Foles, too. I want Nick Foles to go in there. I want him to double moonwalk the Rams. And yes, it'll start a quarterback controversy. So be it. I want to win. Do you think we to the Wentz back this year? Do you think we too? I think if the Eagles win or Minnesota lose or we're still in the playoff, I think you'll see Carson play. If not, I think they sit him. He ruined the Raiders, trade away their best. Yeah, he wants to rebuild that whole thing in his own image. Let me see. These are going so fast. Wentz and Foles will argue they're better than Dak watching the playoffs from Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, true. Just like Dak watched the Super Bowl last year, right? I want the controversy, builds team character. Yeah, I want it too. I want to win. Barkley is going to be a problem for the NFC East for a long time. Oh, boy. Saquon Barkley. That is my nightmare that he was going to go to the NFC East. I love Saquon Barkley. I loved him. I did videos on him. And I knew he was going to be as good as he is. He is going to be a problem for us. Eagles defense has one starter in the secondary. Both starting linebackers playing hurt. No Derek Barnett. Cowboys still need overtime. Yeah. And they got the ball. I would have loved to see if the Eagles got the ball. Julio Jones is looking for a new team. Just imagine him and Jay. Oh, I would love him. It was deja vu. We beat y'all in overtime, just like in 2016. Yeah, it was. I tell you what, if we would have beat you, if we would have gotten that ball in overtime, we were going to go down and score because Carson was hot at that point. Michael Grass, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. He says, Eli face, please. Thank you for the super chat. Eli face. That's Eli face. I wish Barkley was drafted by the Browns so Baker could go to the Giants. Barkley something. Philly, who's his better career, Zeke or Barkley? I'm going to say Barkley. I mean, Zeke is good, but I think Barkley has the chance to be one of the greats. Julio Jones is looking for a new team. Matt Ryan can't get it done. What do you think if we could pick him up? If we could pick him up, of course. I don't know that we can, but I'm going to watch the condensed game tonight. Which one? Of the Thursday night game? Which game? Cowboys are injured too, so can't blame the loss on injuries. I don't think I blamed anything on injuries. I don't think I blamed anything on anything. All I said is if the Eagles get the ball in overtime to Dallas, we win. Foles is better at spraying the ball around. Carson will improve watching from the sideline. Well, Carson was pretty good last year spreading out. This year he's been locking in on Ertz way too much. Redskins falling behind both Dallas Giants. Now has monster running backs, whereas all Eagles have is Wentz and Ertz, and Redskins have nobody. But Silvertime, the Eagles do have a Super Bowl. They just won a Super Bowl last year. They're still the defending champ. It's not like we're sitting there in the basement for years and years. We just won a Super Bowl. Give us a break. Jazzy Jeff, one of your followers did. About the Eagles injury thing? Sorry, Phil, I respect you, but I doubt my Rams and my Texans will win against your Eagles. You think the Eagles are going to beat the Rams and the Texans, Marvin? Man, I hope you're right. I wouldn't say Dak struggled against Sidney Jones. He kind of smoked Sidney Jones deep. They found something in the fourth quarter to go at Sidney Jones, and they did it. And they did it beautiful. Foles is better at spraying the ball. I 100% agree. Eagles running back, Super Bowl champion, still wow people. Wake up. We'll see. We need Foles this week. Which Foles will show up? Who knows? Do you want Green Bay coach here in Philly? I say, as an offensive coordinator, yeah, I would take a chance. When Dak starts hitting Gallup, the NFL better watch out. We'll see. We need Le'Veon so we can stack our running game against the Cowboys. Yeah, I think we need a running game. Robert, I love you too, buddy. David Campbell, how you doing, buddy? Legend Killer says, Zeke will have a better career than Barkley because they have a better team unless the Cowboys feel they want to part ways with Zeke like they did with Murray. Well, yeah, I mean, the Giants need to find a quarterback. Philly 5, imagine if Foles does it again to lead the Eagles Super Bowl Part 2. Brandon, that would be incredible because the Eagles need a lot of help just to get in the playoffs. Panthers collapsed, Marvin. These fake-ass fans, dude, Carson is 1,000 times better than Foles. You don't need high IQs. No, he is. Absolutely, I agree. Robert, I love you. Carson's got this. Thank you, buddy. Love you too. Another Foles run? We'll see. Let's get through the Rams first. Do you think we rush Wentz back this year? No. I think that no matter what, I think Carson was going to struggle with running. A lot of people say that takes a year before it comes back. I think the Eagles haven't done him any favors. You could have made sure your offensive line was better set to protect him. And then the read options. When Doug Peterson runs those stupid read options and why do you let Carson Wentz run the ball when he shouldn't be running coming back from injury? That's the kind of stuff that pisses me off. I've been here riding with you for a while. Love your content. Thank you. The boy Q55. Thank you, buddy. Ironic, isn't Nick Foles coming back in the same game he did last year? Yeah, it is crazy. We need running backs. We ran last year with Blunt, Jai coming. Oh, we need him bad. Problem with Foles is when he can't see the field, we are screwed. Yeah, he needs protection. Foles needs more protection than Carson does. How much money would you pay Wentz? Whatever it takes. I'm a believer in Carson. Was he perfect this year? No, he wasn't perfect, but he still was better than most of the league this year. I'm high on Carson for the future, so I give him what he needs. I would bet the Cowboys let Zeke go after the tag year. You think so? I blame Wentz for trying to break Witten's record. You think he was going for the record, Johnny Blaze? I think he's just getting rid of it because that's his safety valve, and he feels pressure coming all the time. We need a training staff. It was Mill's foot, and now he's on IR. Yeah, something's up with the training staff. I agree with that. I would like to propose an imaginary trade. Would Cowboys fans accept Foles for Dak? All right, that's interesting. I'm the only one that's stunned about Golden Tate performance against the Cowboys. What were you stunned about, Don? Like that he actually played good? Phil, I just found out that Foles is starting. Why? Foles is starting because Carson's having back problems this week, and he's not practicing. So I think they're gonna sit him, and then they're gonna see what happens versus the Rams. If the Eagles somehow beat the Rams or in the playoffs, I think you see Carson again. If they don't, I think Carson's gonna get shut down for the year. I don't want Dak Prescott. The Cowboys will lose to the Bears in the playoffs. They can't stop the pass rush. That pass rush is nasty. Johnny Blaze says, I want to lose out. you may get your wish. We got the Rams, the Texans, and then the Redskins. Who knows what will happen in that game? That would suck if you lose to the Rams and you lose to the Texans, then you beat the Redskins. I wouldn't want that at that point. Is Wentz injured? He's got a bad back. And he's not practicing this week. So they may go ahead and roll with Foles. I think they want to shut him down, to be honest with you. Listen, don't count us out. Nick Foles, in my opinion, with feed more balls to Alshon. Last time Nick Foles versus the Rams, it was a dub. And, of course, Carson is better than Nick. No, I'm not counting it out. But I think the Rams are a good team, and they're coming off a loss. And they're fighting for home field. So, to me, they're going to be ready to play. Armand, MVP Foles, we'll see. We should have traded Brandon Graham for Khalil Mack. I wanted Khalil Mack. I want us to lose for high draft picks. Wentz needs protection. He does need protection. I agree with you. 188 people here. Please like, please subscribe. We got 62 likes. Thank you so much. Let's get to 100 likes. If I get to 100 likes, I'd be very happy. Philly Nixon says, Philly, I think the weather, you win or lose, I'd shut down Wentz. I'd rather rest him than play a risk another. Yeah, and I think that's kind of what they're feeling too. Well, let's hope Foles will play like last year. Well, I'm hoping. I think Foles gives us a better chance to win. Let's hope so. I'm hoping that we can win. Do I think he gives us a better chance? I don't, but I'm hoping. We won a championship. Yeah, we did. Philly 500. I told you Dallas would break Wentz. I didn't break Wentz. Wentz has been dealing with this injury all year with the back, and I think the fact that he's not practicing, I think the Eagles are looking to shut him down, to be honest. Zeke ain't going no. Zeke is going to be a Dallas Cowboy for a while. If Carson gets $25 million or more a year, I quit this team forever. Why? I don't understand. You don't want Carson? Let's see the hair. There you go. It's all gone. It's all gone. I think this hoax to show the teams Foles he's not making the playoffs. Well, if Foles doesn't play good, it's going to hurt his value. So we need him to play good. We got a new addition to our team, Armand. Who's that? He's not worth it? I disagree, Sharky. I think Carson is worth it. All Foles does is throw touchdowns and no turnovers. Carson's still mentally not back yet because he's missing open targets. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons for it. Everyone's saying how Nick Foles could bring it to the Super Bowl this year, but what I'm not understanding is that the defense wasn't as stout as they are stout this year as it was last year. Any given Sunday, no, I don't think that the Eagles are good enough to get to the Super Bowl. Thank you, B-Dubs. Philly, what will these Foles lovers say when Foles isn't doing anything better than Wentz? Well, they're going to say the same things they said the first two games of the year. Remember the Atlanta game? The Foles people got very upset because people say, oh, he's no Carson Wentz. And then the second game of the year against Tampa, which has a horrible defense, he wasn't that good. They're going to blame it, and it's a lot of things going on. I want Nick Foles to do good. I want Carson to do good. I want whoever's playing for us to do good. 1 year prove-it deal for Ajayi. I'm not bringing Ajayi back. Now a torn ACL as a running back. Compton says, Philly 5, what's good, bro? What's up? What's up with you, man? We need to draft Gree or DeAndre. We'll get into the draft later. I'm not ready to tell you who I like yet. Philly needs to draft better referees. Yeah. Do you think the Eagles organization gave up on the season? I don't think they gave up on the season. I think that they want Carson. I think they know Carson's hurt with a back. His back is bothering him. They want to win this week. They figure we're going to start Foles. If Foles wins and we have a chance of playoffs, we'll bring Carson back. But if we lose, we're sitting Carson the rest of the year. That's what I think is happening. Is that Eagles helmet a sticker or painted? If it was painted, no, it wasn't painted. It's a sticker. Philly, don't mean to go off topic, but what are your thoughts about Embiid being upset about how he's being used? I kind of agree with him. I agree with him totally. I love the coffin Mark Holmes sporting on his show. Emmett and Zeke bobbleheads looking down and laughing. Foles won't and is not even close to Carson. People, y'all, I'm thinking Foles is better. Carson is the best young core. I think Carson is one of the best. Where's my drink? Are we the most injured team in the league this year? We are one of them. I need to get my drink. Sorry. Any good free agent running backs this all season? Yeah, I mean, like Le'Veon Bell? Yeah. Well, Wentz is playing that good, playing hurt. That's crazy. Yeah, Joe Buck. I mean, people look at Carson and say, oh, he's been so good. But if you really look at his numbers and what he's done, he's been pretty good. For a guy that's really not 100% to put up the numbers he did, it's pretty good. 3,500 heard Dallas might go after Julio Jones. I don't know. How could Dallas go after Julio? We need a new running back, O-line, cornerback. So we need a lot. 3,500, what's good? Win or lose, Carson or Foles or anyone else, Philly till we die. Some of these fans suspect, yeah, look, no matter what, I want my team to win. I don't care who's quarterbacking. I believe Carson's the future. I believe he's our guy. But when Nick comes in, man, I'm going to give Nick everything I have. I want Nick to win. What's up with Josh Adams for the future? I like Josh Adams. Whether I think he's the future franchise running back, I don't know. I believe we need to get Mike McCarthy or the Ravens head coach, bring back offensive coordinator, fire Mike Groh. Yeah, I want Mike Groh gone. We are bringing Kareem Hunt to Philly. Well, he won't play this year. He ain't playing this year, so who knows? So we got 181 people in here. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. 87. Let's get to 100 likes. Can we get to 100 likes before we end this thing? Trade Foles, Wentz, and a first round for Baker. They ain't trading Baker. Darren Sproles should. I think Sproles will be gone at the end of the year. What do you do about? I gotta let Peters go, man. I try to get Peters retired, but he's like $11.5 million. You need it. Problem with Josh is he's too slow, runs upright. Yeah, I'm not sold on him as a franchise, but you keep him, you use him. He's cheap, but I still try to go out and get myself another running back. Wentz isn't playing as good, partially because of the fact that he can't step in his throws. Here's the thing. Wentz, here's the problem. Here's the issue with Wentz. And I have a video on this, but I didn't release it. But basically, you have Carson who can't run. Last year, Carson was able to extend plays with his legs, throw on the run, get outside, and he was great. This year, he doesn't run. He stands in the pocket because he can't run. And he's taking a lot of hits. Week in and week out, he's taking hits. And then what happens? You start taking these hits. You start feeling pressure that ain't there. You start rushing your throws. You start missing guys because of the hits. You start, staring down guys like Zach Ertz. Your mechanics get all screwed up. That's what's happening. The pressure and the constant beating has thrown Carson off. He doesn't have the ability to freely run and get out of things like he used to. He feels limited. And that's where the problems start. And I think this is where his back problems are starting. So you give him a full year, you take off the brace, you let him get his legs and his speed back, he's going to be fine. Carson's playing hurt and he still played. Yeah, John Hankins, agreed. If Wentz stinks it up next year, should we tank for Tua? If he stinks next year, I'm going to be concerned. Philly, did you see the video I commented on your channel about Carson and not be able to step into throw? Joe, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did, and you're correct. Do most Eagle fans think Foles will do better than an injured Wentz? As a Cowboy fan, it seems like Wentz has definitely been off, maybe psychological. I think there's people that think that the Eagles are now going to go to the Super Bowl, could go to the Super Bowl because they have Foles. I don't think that's the case. I think Foles is going to struggle too. I think with that offensive line. I mean, Foles wasn't tearing it up the first 2 games of the year. I've been saying he's still hurt. Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, I think that's part of it. You think Wentz still believe in Doug's play calling? Yeah, I do. I think next year, I really think when he comes back and he gets the knee brace off and they get some guys healthy, I think you'll see Wentz be Wentz. But I mean, look at his number. Look at what he's done this year. Even though he struggled, he's putting up great numbers. You can't step in and throw when your O-line is getting pushed back. Absolutely. Eagles do background checks before hiring and have shunned a bunch of good players because they aren't right off the field. I don't see them picking up Hunt. I hope we get DeFilippo, though. I wanted DeFilippo. The Hunt thing, I'm not sure about either. Mike Nixon says, Philly, do you think the Eagles should look back to getting Patrick Peterson, and what is realistic offer you could make to Arizona? I don't think that they're going to. I don't think they're going to move him. They would have done it. But why not? I mean, look, if Jalen Ramsey's really on the trade block, I would go after him. Now I'm pissed, Philly. Doug Peterson better not run the ball more than 16 times. I'm sick of getting Carson no help. Now Foles is supposed to be our season saver. Yeah, I hear you. I think Doug is going to probably run the ball a lot more and do exactly what you're saying. Philly 500, when we beat the Colts Sunday, Eagles will be eliminated. No, Eagles are still in contention for a wild card. The division will be yours. When does Wentz tell Lori Doug has to go? I don't think anytime soon. Will you let Doug go to the Packers and get Frank? I would love Frank Reich. I'm a big Frank Reich guy. Pappy says, Salute Philly, best NFL comment on you. Thank you, Pound Cowboys Nation. Thank you, Poppy Pancakes. We brought Vic in with his background. What it was. I think we will bring Hunt to Philly. They could bring Hunt to Philly if he works all out and stuff. I think it's possible. He fits their system. Even on plays when the O-line is blocking well, Wentz isn't stepping in his throws. He's not stepping in his throws. And there's times where he could step up and he doesn't. There's times where they could roll him out and they don't. He's a sitting duck. And I don't think he trusts that knee. I don't think he's back. And maybe the fourth quarter of the Dallas game when the season was on the line, he had those 2 drives where he scored. That was the first time it looked like, man, this guy looks like he's stepping in his throws. Imagine how Howie feels, I know. Dude, the fact that Wentz has been playing with this injury and playing better than that is just funny. Yeah, I hear you, Joe Buck. Kareem Hunt to Eagles would be amazing. As a player-wise, yeah, Kareem Hunt is better than Elliott and Barkley. No. Dallas won't be able to afford Ertz either. Ertz has signed a... Dallas won't be able to afford... Ertz signed a... Ertz is here to stay. You would think Doug Pearson would be a little bit better coach since he worked under Andy Reid, especially screenplays. Does Andy Reid could set his offense... Yeah, I hear you, Doug. There's a lot of things that I question about Doug this year, especially with Carson. If for example, Carson's playing with a back injury all year, right? Since October, we've known he's had spasms and back pain. So if he's been playing with it all year, why are you running read options? Why are you letting him take so much punishment? Why are you letting him out there taking a hit if you know his back is hurting? I can't understand it. Huntsville to miss at least 6 weeks, and they're not even sure how much longer he will miss because of 2 incidents. So I'm feeling he may be out all next year. What is your Yeah, he could be, Cody, because I hear there may be even more stuff now. You know? Jeffries will leave if Carson keeps snubbing him. I don't think it has nothing to do with back spasms. They're resting him for next season. Yeah, well, that's kind of like the theory too, that they're using it as an excuse to put him on ice. I think Wentz will truly be back next year. We have to rest for these injuries. Yeah, playing until February gave us less rest than I think so too. That's why I'm not super worried about Carson right now, like in terms of going forward in the future. I think next if we're at this point next year and it's the same problems, I'll be worried then. But I'm not worried right now. You know, I mean, remember, Carson threw 21 touchdowns. He's missed 2 games already. If he played the next 3 games, he could have close to 30 touchdowns and still miss 2 games. And people are saying what a bad year this guy had. It's crazy. Why are you playing with back spasms to begin with? That could severe injury in second. Yeah, Mike Nixon, I know. It doesn't make sense. Hal Twitler says, Rutch back from rehab and forgot mental aspect of the game. Well, and when you don't take reps and you're not out there all season, a lot of that happens. If we do make the playoffs, what are the expectations? If the Eagles sneak in the playoffs, they're going to do damage. If they sneak in. Bringing in new players is putting icing on dog shit. Fire Doug now. Fire Doug now? He's massively overrated. Look at his statistics. They don't lie. Who is overrated, Cloud? Cowboys Nation in here to hear you cry, babies. Oh, thanks for coming, buddy. Do you need a napkin? Do you need a tissue? You want to blow your nose? Do you need anything? Because I'm fine. Gangrene David, what's up, buddy? Shout out to Gangrene David. Hey, if you guys like Jets, if you like football content, go check out my man Gangrene David. Subscribe to him. He's trying to get to 1,000 subs. Get him there. Definitely go sub him up. I'm sub, and I love his channel. No DeFlippo. I don't know what they're not interested. I don't think they're crazy. Peterson by himself is a show of Andy Reid. Seems like it, Ryan. Get dumped by the Bears should be expected if the Eagles make the playoffs. Yeah, they would play the Bears. That would be a tough game. Joe Buck says Eagles should sign me. They should. How you liking the Cowboys haircut? Oh, I love it. I hate it, to be honest with you. I hate it. It looked freaking weird, man. I don't like it. If we sneak into playoffs, are we coming for revenge on Dallas? Oh, wouldn't that be the best? If we get to the playoffs and then we have to play Dallas and we beat them. Oh, that would be the best. We have the biggest fan base, man. It feels good to be a true Cowboy. Yeah, you do have the big fan base. I will give you that. Half of them never been to Dallas. Yeah, I'll try to grow my hair back. Shape the beard up. Yeah, I'm gonna shape it up like you said, dude. I'm gonna go for the Walter White look. Can I get a wrench? Yeah, you're here a lot, aren't you? Dream on, dream on. We'll see. The Cowboys also have the biggest stadium in the NFL. They do. You swept us. You never know. You never know. You never know what can happen. Keep Tate. I think Tate is gone. Gangrene Dave would also like a wrench. Well, you're a content creator. I usually give content creators a wrench because then I know when it's really them because there's trolls. How do you feel about the Eagles talking shit and not backing it up? I don't feel either any way about it. All I know is that last year we won a Super Bowl. So I feel like we could talk all we want. All we want until we're done. Then we can't talk no more. Gonna do any more video entertainment vids? What do you mean? What do you mean, Paul Toy? Oh, you know what, Paul Toy? I did want this. You saw on Mark's YouTube. I will say you were saying, thank you, Pit Life Kennel. Thank you, buddy. Phil, have you ever been to AT? I haven't been there. No. You know you're going on YouTube when one of your subscribers asks you to become a thumbnail guy. A thumbnail guy. Philly 500 Cowboys fan in this chat like crazy. We come in packs. That's all right. I like having fans from all different teams come, talk crap. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. That's what it's about. Enjoy the Super Bowl because it's not winning anyone soon. We'll see. I think we'll win one in the next few years. The friendly neighborhood blue shell says Carson Wentz injury history is being brought up. Whitlock Wright on Speak for Yourself. Yeah, well, and it's going to be. He's going to have a lot of questions. He was hurt last year. He was banged up in 2016, but he played every game. I really think this injury here, I don't think it's serious. I think this is more of a shut him down type thing. Am I doing Philly? You know what? I do want to do some Philly stuff, Matt Bauer, this year. I do. I want to stream some Phillies games. So I'm thinking of getting a major league. So yeah, look for that. Would I rather have Bell or Ramsey? I'd rather have Bell. How did he got injured? He was fine against Dallas. He's been dealing with back injuries since October. He was limited a few times in practice because of it. He hasn't practiced this week. So I think they're just afraid he's not going to play. And then if they lose, I think they're saying, hey, if we lose and we're out of the playoffs, let's just shut him down. And that's where this is all coming from. It's not like he's super, super hurt and that's it and he's hurt again. I don't think it's anything like that. So we got 175 people here, 98 likes. Please like, please subscribe. Let's get over 100 likes. I only need 2 more likes to get over 100. So is Aguilar safe next year? I don't know. I don't know that he is. If you cut Aguilar, you get $9 million in cap savings, and it costs you, and you get nothing against the cap. Nelly will stick around because he's cheap. He's $9 million next year. I respect Philly, but Lord Brown, wait, what? I respect Philly, but J-Rod, I like him. Why don't you like him? Does Bennett get resigned, Philly? You got to bring Bennett back. Yeah, got to. Bennett's been the best defensive player. We still want to fire Jason Garrett. But that isn't going to happen. Hey, no, it ain't happening. No. So we're over 100 likes. Thank you so much. 174 people here. Man, you guys are awesome. Cousins, Charlene says men's with short hair. What? What, Andrew? What? Will Peyton Manning as head coach work at Philly? No, I don't think so. I don't think it would. Can you think of any Hall of Fame quarterbacks that became head coaches and went on to be great head coaches? Good, thank you. Good live, Dingbat. Thank you, buddy. Aguilar has pulled crucial clutch plays. He's just not targeted often enough by Wentz. But when he's played with Foles, I feel like he is used more. He was used a lot last year. I think part of the problem is because they don't have that other receiver, they've been playing Aguilar on the outside a lot. And when you put him on the outside, he's not nearly as effective. He's got to be in the slot. Happy Sox presents from a diehard Cowboy fan. You are good people. Thank you, buddy. Shout out to you. Bennett signed till, Bennett's still signed. Philly season is over. The news was all made up about Carson, so fans can give up on the season. I think there may be something to it. I do. I kind of agree with you. Hey, bud, go Cowboys. All right, Tony. Philly fight, you're my OG, I report to. Thank you, good fella. I appreciate that. Do you keep Wallace for next year? Possibly. Make sure you like and subscribe for more. Yeah, definitely. You want to like and subscribe. We do these. We're gonna stream every Eagles game, do some Sixers games. Gonna do some Phillies and stuff down in the future. But definitely, please like and subscribe. Weez Tonio, is that it? Talk so much crap about the game, even talking about the Cowboys concrete. You're different. That's I hear you, J Rod. Thank you, buddy. What do you think about the Giants? I think the Giants got a lot of talent. I think they need a quarterback going on in the future. Philly, is Dak more physical than Wentz? I mean, Dak is pretty physical. I mean, he could run over people. You got to say at this point, I think that's fair. Twain Eagle says, "Where's my wrench?" Twain Eagle, you hear a lot. I try to give it to people that I know. You know what I mean? I try to do a lot of people that are here all the time. You know, I would keep Wallace if he still run a 4-3. Yeah, look, I mean Wallace that hurt us definitely. Mark Holmes sent me here. I really like your. Thank you, Happy Socks Presents. I appreciate it. Philly 500 is a good guy. Make some bad as videos best. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I got respect for Brunson. He went according to Law Nation show to eat. Look, I like Brunson. Brunson's my guy. I like the guy. With all the Eagles retiring and being jettisoned this year, how about cap space? They're going to have to make cap space for sure. You know? Thanks for answering so many questions. Thank you, Panzer One. Aguilar is good. I'm not against getting rid of him, but who's going to replace him? Well, maybe you sign Tate and you keep Tate. I'm just saying. I don't know. Love my Dallas user, but you're my way responsive for sure. Thank you, Presley. Banner says, Philly 500. Shouldn't you change your name to Philly 460? Nah. I got to stay at Philly 500. What do you think about Andrew McCutcheon signing with Philly? He's too old. I mean, isn't he like been around forever? You saw the 10 million cap space. I haven't, Devin. No. Oh yeah, Dak sucks, but Wentz choked. I don't know. I'm going to be here whether I get a wrench or not. I don't see the big deal about the wrenches, but I'm technically also a new YouTuber. If I see you enough, I will give you a wrench because I try to give wrenches to people I see or content creators so I know they're not trolls. Lord Brunson's here. What's up, buddy? There's my man. Speaking of the devil, what's going on? I got respect for you, also 500. A lot of people take my comments the wrong way, but hey, fly Eagles fly. I love you, buddy. I love you. You just be you. Do what you gotta do. That's it. That's all you can do. I don't know what Centos means, Simon. People say it all the time. What's up, Fido? Not much, man. Trying to make sense of this Carson thing. I think this is all about the Eagles trying to be safe, trying to rest them. EDP is negative. 445 is negative. I know EDP loves the Eagles. He loves it, and he takes everything personal, and it's just the way he is, you know. But he loves the Eagles. You know, it is what it is. Remember when people said Tate was a better trade than Cooper? Yeah, and based upon the way Cooper was playing in Oakland, that's what you should have thought, especially when Dallas gave him number one. But, I mean, he's been great for them. You know? Is it just me, or I'm excited to see Nick Foles play? It's just you, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people are. Me, I want Carson out there. New nickname, Alert 500. I love it, buddy. I love it. Let's make a playoff run with Foles. Hey, look, man, I'm going to be rooting for Foles. I mean, Carson's my guy, but I'm always going to root for whoever's playing in that uniform. No, I have to give you a wrench, bro, because I always try to give content creators one because there's too many trolls out there. Eagles had every opportunity to get back in the game, but they choked. They tied it up. The defense couldn't get the ball back. It's a shame. If we had a better play calling, Tate would be better than Cooper. I don't like Groh. I don't. Who you think's winning the Super Bowl this year outside the Eagles? I'm going to say I think the Saints are going to. I still think the Saints, if they get home field, they win it. What if Foles the Super Bowl? The controversy is, well, I don't need. If Foles goes out and gives like 30 to 35, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns against the Rams, it's on. Quarterback controversy is coming. It's coming. If he plays like that, it's coming. Now, if they go out and they win and it's a sloppy game and he's okay, I think Carson comes back the next week. I think the only way Carson don't play is if the Eagles are eliminated. But I think that if Foles plays good, you're going to get quarterback controversy. You're going to get it until the offseason when Foles goes. I don't want it either because Carson's my guy. You have to do a lot better than protecting our quarterback. This kid is getting hit too much. Way too much. Eagles will win the Super Bowl next year with Wentz. I love it, Paul Toy. To me, I wish Carson plays so he can continue to get his mojo back off injuries. But at the end of the day, there's still playoff potential, so go for it. Yeah, I think if they're in it next week against Houston, he plays. But I think if they lose to the Rams, he's not. There's no quarterback controversy. Not now. Call me crazy, but the Seahawks or Chicago have a great chance. Yeah, I think Chicago does. Cowboys will have their 6th Super Bowl. Oh, we'll see, Thomas. You got to convince me you can go on the road and win. You know? Yeah, we did Sharkies, my girl. We're outside having a snowball fight. You got snow. Groh never deserved the offensive coordinator spot. Eagles risked it, and the outcome was unsuccessful. I want to get rid of Groh. Vegas to host 2020 NFL Draft. Really? I may have to go to that. I have family there. I may have to go to that one. Phil, I'd like to see Sudfeld get some first team reps. He didn't do as bad Dallas first team last year. Yeah, well, I think if let's say the Eagles are out of it and they play Washington last week of the season, I think you're going to see it. I think you'll definitely see it. Oh, Lord Brunson, man. Man, you're too kind, man. Thank you for the super chat, Lord Brunson. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Lord Brunson. Everybody, go subscribe to him if you haven't already. Go check out his channel. Another great Eagle YouTuber. Check him out. Subscribe to him. Man, shout out to you, Lord Brunson. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I've had to compete against the great athletes before I was crushed. Wentz is special and a superstar. He is. I agree. Cowboys can win the NFC. Hate to say it. They can, absolutely. They got a defense. Yeah, definitely shout out to Brunson, Lord Brunson. Definitely go sub him up. Punko says, what's going on? What happened to Wentz? Wentz has got a bad back. He's not practicing this week. I think they're going to play Foles. And if the Eagles are out of the playoff hunt at that point, I think you're going to see Carson probably get shut down for the year. If the Eagles are out of it. If they're not, I think he plays. Phil, when your team beat the Saints, then I'll respect you. Sorry I shoot. Okay, Simon. Yeah, shout out to Lord Brunson. Thank you, buddy. Might have to save some money, Philly. Take a trip to Vegas for the draft and meet up with you, brother. Yeah, Mike Nixon, that would be cool. I might have to go to that. That would be fun. I love it. Cowboys ain't winning nothing? We're going to find out. What would be funny if the Giants came back and won over them Dallas Zebra? That would be funny. Wentz doesn't have a bad back. They just know that their season is over. Well, it could be, totally. Yes, definitely subscribe to Lord Brunson. Everybody should definitely be subscribed to him. Definitely. Did y'all get that coordinator y'all want? No, we did not. Bad dog. Bad dog is a mad dog. Eagles fans getting what they want. Now you can see what Foles can do. It's not what I wanted. That's not what I want. I want my man Carson in there. I do. Thanks everyone for love, but listen to my guy 500. I like it. It makes a lot of sense just to let Carson get better for next year. Yeah, it does. It does. Is my hair back? Nah, man, my hair is gone. Look at that. I feel like bad dog, man. Dallas beat the Super Bowl champs twice. Anything is possible. Iron sharpens iron. People can't downplay NFC East teams. All they want is division represent their own Patriots. Yeah. Oh, man. I think they're saving him for next year playoffs. Hope or slim. We'll see. Like I said, if the Eagles somehow beat the Rams, I think Carson plays the following week. Unless Foles goes ridiculously off, which I'm not convinced that's going to happen. Foles won you ungrateful fans the Super Bowl. Foles did a great job. I love Nick Foles. I love that he won the Super Bowl. It's great. It was great. I love him for what he did, but he's not better than Carson Wentz. He's not younger than Carson. He's not the future. Carson's the future. I'm not going to go with a 30-year-old quarterback over a 25-year-old who's more talented. I hope the Eagles is lying about Wentz's back, or else I'm going to flip. Doug Pearson would be 100% responsible for both Wentz injuries, in my opinion. Well, why running read options when he's got a bad back? Look, the back is not as... I don't think the back is as serious as some people are trying to make it out. I think it's all a way to shut Carson down for the year. The Eagles just continue to rot away this season. You ain't kidding. What do I do for a living? I'm in the witness protection program. That's all I could tell you. Otherwise, some of Bad Dog's relatives might be at my front door. Check out Vegas to find out who the rest will decide the wins for Super Bowl. I honestly hope Foles balls out. It raises his trade stock. He deserves it. Yeah, me too. Look, I always root for the Eagles to win. I know it'll start a quarterback controversy. I don't like quarterback controversy, but I want to win. Last Jet, I love you too, buddy. You guys toss batteries at McNabb. Wentz better start winning or he will get the same treatment. Toss batteries at McNabb. They didn't toss batteries at McNabb. That was the baseball player we tossed batteries at. You're killing me. Hey man, I know. I can't tell you where I live because some of them relatives of yours might come get me. 3500 is the kind of person you could go for lots of advice. That's right. I'll give you lots of advice. You know what I mean? Especially if you need help with girls. Some of you guys need help with girls. I can help you there. I can help you with that. Hey, Philly, I've seen the Raiders' new facility in Vegas. I'm sure it is. I'm in the military tribunal for Obama and the Clinton. You're in the military tribunal? What did you do? I would give my left pinky to meet Eagles in the NFC Championship. To meet the Eagles in the NFC Championship would be epic. I would love it. Hey, Philly 500, I heard the news about Wentz. I feel like it's not only the back, but like the knee. The last couple of games, Wentz has planted on the knee, and I was concerned. Yeah, I don't think it's an injury as much as they just want to shut him down. They don't want him getting hurt going into the next year. I really think that's what it's about. Your advice about Cowboys hasn't been up to par this season. No, the Cowboys have thrown me for a loop, Fresco. That trade to Amari Cooper really screwed me up. I was doing good until then. Lord Brunson says, Tom Brady after knee surgery, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Carson, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Brady, 16 games, Wentz at the moment, 11. Takes time to heal from injuries. The guy still got 21 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, over 3,000 yards, 102 quarterback rating, and he's played in 2 less games than everybody else. It's not like he's been horrible. He's still been good. He hasn't been as good as last year, but my God, man, he is not. He's done okay. I don't know why anybody would not want this guy to be their quarterback. What's up, Sean Fitzpatrick? Get an edge haircut? What do you mean? What's an edge haircut? Maury trade swung the balance of power. It did. It was a huge trade for Dallas. It really was. He's so weak. Who's weak? You got to have to put names in front of it because I don't know who you're talking about. Joe Thomas without Nick. Philly's still hungry for a Super Bowl. Yeah, Nick Foles deserves credit for winning the Super Bowl. He does. And Carson deserves credit for getting them in that position. New subscriber alert. I'm a Cowboys fan, but your content's always there. Thank you, Fresco Speaks. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. This year was not Wentz's fault at all. Look, next year I think Wentz will be a lot different. I like my quarterback in Sam Darnold. Just give him a whole new off. Oh, wait, Gangrene David. I got a phone call. It's Bad Dog. Okay, so Gangrene David, Bad Dog wants me to tell you that Sam Darnold stinks. He stinks. Not from me. That's from Bad Dog. He just called to tell me to tell you that. Sorry, man. I had to do that. Thing is, now every quarterback is measured up to Mahomes and Goff were doing. Yeah, and just think about Goff first year. His rookie year, everybody said he was a bust. Goff first year, his rookie year, everybody said he was a bust. Remember he was a bust? Does Josh Adams get a primary workload? Nick Foles power? Yeah, you have to give him the workload. I don't think he's necessarily your franchise. Called you on a remote. I'm weak. Yeah, he called me on a remote. DirecTV. That's why it's DirecTV. Wentz is still good this year, and he'll be even better next year. Yeah, I think so, Last Jedi. Yeah, I think so, Last Jedi. Hell yeah, Philly. Us in Vegas, we would double more with the Vegas scene, brother. Let's get to it. Yeah, definitely. Onion Head, don't you think this... Do it. Yeah, definitely. Onion Head, don't you think this... Onion Head. What? Don't you think this Wentz situation is a ploy by the Eagles brass? Wentz gets healthy and reunites with DeFilippo. Foles is a sacrificial lamb. Yeah, I kind of think there's something to it, man. I kind of do. Yo, Bad Dog, I cannot wait till you call my show. We have a lot to discuss. You're in a roll today, Philly 5. Hey, it is what it is. I'm just trying to help you out. Darno will be our franchise, mark my words. We shall see. You got to get a coach that can develop them. Cowboys fan hate the Eagles, but we hate the Giants more, and well, everyone hates Dallas. That's true. Everybody does. 2 games in Nick Foles' life. If Doug runs the ball more than 16 times, Doug Pearson needs to be fired. Expect Carson to do it all. Yeah, I appreciate you too, there, Bad Dog. Would you rather have Saquon or Zeke? Honestly, I'd rather have Saquon. I think Saquon is a beast. I think Zeke is a beast too, but I just think Saquon Barkley, I think he could be one of the greats. I think the world of him. I hate that he's a Giant. Wentz called this season, leave it dirty work for Foles again. Yeah, I think you're right. I meant next year Eagles win Super Bowl. Oh, I hope so. You love your song. What song? Give me the human hurdler, Zeke. Yeah, he is a hurdler. Zeke is great, man. EDP is the worst kind of fan. He's uploaded a video praying the Rams. He just loves his Eagles, man. It hurts, it kills him, that's all. Oh, the Bad Dog song, yeah. Bad Dog is a mad dog, 'cause he knows the Giants still stink. There it is, Bad Dog. That's like a top hit right now, top 40. If you guys lose out, then you can try to snag a good running back in the first round. Yeah, that's true. Wait, what song? I don't recall. It's the Bad Dog song. It's J-Rob. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How are you? What do you feel about Doug saying he doesn't want DeFilippo? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like it. That's what I'm saying, Philly. They are shutting him down now. But if they knew this was something that was lingering, why not rest him earlier? Have the feeling he came back too soon. Could be. We'll know more in the offseason, you know what I mean? I still think Carolina and Minnie will mess up things and give a 6 seed to the Birds. It could happen, but the Eagles got it. They got to beat the Rams. And without Carson, it's going to be even harder. For the first time I liked anything Philly, I almost barfed right now, but you deserve it. Thank you, J-Rod. I appreciate it. Philly, I cried tears of joy when we got Barkley. I wanted Barkley since I first watched him 3 years ago. I know. I really did not want him to go. The Entertainer Talking Sports. What's up, buddy? How are you? Glad that you're here. Shout out to the Entertainer Talking Sports, a Giants fan. If you guys haven't, go sub him up. He is the man. I love that guy. Him, Bad Dog, they're great. Thoughts on Baker Mayfield? Great player. I think he's going to be good. I like him a lot. Wait, what? Wentz out? Yeah, Wentz most likely will not play versus the Rams. He's having back problems, back issues this week. He's not practicing. If the Eagles lose, and it looks like they're not going to make the playoffs, expect him not to play the rest of the year. They're going to shut him down. That's what I think is happening. Carson needs to take all this year off. People will hate me for saying it. Well, I think a lot of people may agree with you at this point. Not this year coming up, though. Have you purchased your Andrew McCutchen jersey yet? No, I have not. And I don't think I will. How old is he? Like 30? In his 30s? I don't know. I don't know if I like the McCutchen move. Why did they not cover Amari Cooper the whole... Yeah, especially when they started picking on Sidney Jones. You thought they would have gave him help, and they didn't. Rest in peace, your fantasy team. Mine, too. Thoughts on the worst primetime quarterback, Kirk Cousins? Yeah, Kirk Cousins has not proved he can win big games yet. He has to show me he can win a big game, a big playoff game. He hasn't done it. There's no doubt about it. Sam Darnold versus Carson Wentz is going to be fun next year. It's going to be a blowout. We're going to crush you. I hate the Eagles, but the people from Philly are good people. I wouldn't trust any other people to go to war with than people from Philly. Salty, tough as nails up there. Happy Sox presents. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the shout, Philly. Your channel's the best, bro. Thank you, man. You too. And definitely subscribe to the Entertainer Talking Sports. Oh, Bad Dog, thank you for a super chat, Bad Dog, man. You're too nice, man. I appreciate that. It ain't Mad Dog anymore. 4-1 our last 5. Sub up Philly 500, you dingbats, or I'll shave your heads. Thank you, Bad Dog. Yes, please like, subscribe, and definitely go check out Bad Dog 7676. Check his channel, one of my favorite channels, and sub him up. Sub him up. Sub up Sports Entertainer Talking Sports. Those are Giant fans, but you'll have fun. You'll like them. Sub them up. And Lord Brunson as well. Sub him up. Gang Green David. Sub all these guys up. They're all good. Carson will have something wrong every year. We'll see, Andre. Did you hear Doug's excuse for running option play on third down? No, but if you have a guy who's had a bad back and come back from injury, even with a torn ACL, why would you run Carson on that play? I just don't. To me, that's just bad coaching. What are your predictions for the last two NFC wildcard spots? I think it's most likely going to be Seattle and Minnesota. I think they'll get in. What are your predictions for? Yeah, I answer. Philly settle. GOAT conversation. Jordan or LeBron? Philly, who's the GOAT? Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Michael Jordan's better. He just is. And I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, okay? I like LeBron, but Jordan's better. It's tough to get questions answered on this sub now. When did you get so... Edward, I'm sorry if I'm missing. These are going really quick. But definitely ask me again. I'll try to answer. Philly 500, I cried last year NFC Championship because I'm a Viking fan. It's J-Rob. I can imagine, man. I can imagine. Thank you for the super chat, Entertainer Talking Sports. You're the man, bro. Here's a few bucks for you. Oh, thank for my new wig. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Entertainer. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you. So actually, I should probably be getting, man, I've been on here. How long have I been on here? What the hell time is it? Holy crap. I've been on here a long time. I'm going to probably end this, wrap this up now because I was only going to do a half hour. It's been like 90 minutes. Holy crap. It's 12:45. My kids have been waiting for me to pick them up for school for like an hour. I'm surprised the school hasn't. No, I'm just kidding. But I do got to go, though. Thank you for joining me, guys. I appreciate all the super chat, everybody coming here. But I got to get going because it is like 90 minutes. I was going to do like a half hour. So I'm going to let you guys go. The Carson Wentz thing, to sum it up, I think they want to shut him down. I think if the Eagles have a chance to get to the playoffs after this game, I think he might play the end of the year. But chances are they probably aren't going to beat the Rams, and they're going to probably shut him down. And if that's the best thing for him, then let it be. But I appreciate everybody here for joining me. Thank you so much. I will let you guys go. And of course, I'll be streaming the Eagles this weekend. It's going to be an interesting game now. So take care. I will talk to you later. And hey,